not really on the left side. Well, he only came on the left side once. Like down on the left side to touch his hands, and I was too far away. Like I was like 2 people down, and I couldn't reach it and push the girl. So I didn't pick that. So
Oh, and then like, so like, you needed your ticket to go back to your seat. So I took her ticket because she's like, okay, you can take it. And then I went back. I like talked to the security guy, and then one thing came on. It was like it was a costume change for winter time, and then one thing came on. I mean, yeah, one thing came on.
Yeah, one thing came on.
One thing came on, and like Zane was like throwing snowballs, and I
yeah. No, one thing was after. Yeah, it was one thing.
It was one thing.
It was like the clinching.
So, like, Niall was explaining to it, like,
I do that.
So, and then like Zane was throwing snowballs. Well, all of them were, but Zane like threw one at me, and I was like, I was trying to look it up. And then like, I got the hair and like snowball. And then he dropped his mic. He dropped his mic, like he like tried to like act cool with it, and he's like, and then like I like went to the barricade, and then like my hands were over it. I'm like this is my face I was giving him, and he's like looking at me, he's like shaking his head, and he's like smiling. He was laughing, and I was like laughing back, and I'm like, you idiot, because I was so so after that, what song was after one thing? Like I have horrible memory.
I don't remember.
But after, I don't even remember, but that's what I'm trying to think too, because
what did I hear? I don't know. It was a song. Okay, continue.
And then during that song, like, I like had, and then we were, and we threw Jolly Ranchers.
We were still separated. I only came back after during I want. And so, okay, so what happened was they threw Jolly Ranchers. Who did you throw Jolly Ranchers at?
A Zane.
Okay, so they took.
I threw 2 at Niall because he was like thrown in the middle. Like he was.
No, you didn't throw Jolly Ranchers until after I came.
Yeah, after you came.
Never mind.
So you go first. You go first.
Okay, so this was during What Makes You Beautiful. Let me tell you. Okay, so in the beginning of What Makes You Beautiful, search this on YouTube. Okay, so What Makes You Beautiful Orlando, and I was like, I was alone, and I was really sad because I wasn't in my original seat, which was in the middle. So I was at the end on the left side of row A, and like Niall and Harry came over in the beginning after Liam and Harry sing for the first time, and then it goes a little while like the chorus, and then during the chorus, Niall came over and Harry came over. Niall was on this side, and then Harry was like right here on the left side of the stage, and they were singing, and they came down. And then they were just kind of like singing, they were like really close, but they didn't like reach their hands out, and they were trying to touch Niall and stuff. And I didn't touch him, and then he left, and then Liam comes over, right before Zane's solo. He comes over, and then he like jumps as soon as he comes over, and he jumps out from the speakers onto like the bigger stage where he can sit down and stuff. And when he came down, I was like, you could tell I was really upset. And then he looked at me. And he pointed at me, and then he was looking at me this entire time, like staring into my soul. And he looked at me with he had his mic in his hand, and he looked at me like this. And then he saw that I wanted to touch his hand, so I switched his mic, and he bent down, and Andy stopped him, and he looked at him a little bit, and he was like, no. And then he went, and he grabbed my hand like this. And I was like, no. And then we went away. It was really
during Harry's solo,
it made me mad. And then I said,
the boys were like doing a dance where they were like up and down, and like
so cute.
And then like Harry's singing, and like I'm like staring right at him like directly, and turns around and catches a glimpse of me, and then Zane's looking at me. I'm like, oh, hi, and I'm like looking at him, and then I looked at Liam.
Where are we outside?
I don't know. What's the noise of it?
I know, but
and then What Makes You Beautiful was the last song they sang before they're like, if you guys are extra loud, we'll come back.
I want is their encore. Oh my god, my blood is sticking to my tongue.
Okay, then they came out during, What Makes You Beautiful was like their last song.
I Want was the last song.
The last song. And they're like, if you make some more noise, we'll come out. So,
I was just screaming because I knew the ring.
And then she came out. she came
I
back.
was like, it's the last
like,
song. They
forget
can't
it.
kick me
She's
out. They're
like-
not. See, I told you, and I was like, I came over and he looked at me too, and he was just staring at me.
Did he
And-
nod at you or something?
Yeah, I told you he was being nice. It's the last song. You're not gonna kick me out. But right as it was ending, he's like, "What are you doing to it?" And I was like,
Yeah, but this is what happened during Emma. Like, the boys came out, and it was crazy, like, because we started singing, and, like, Zane's tie was up, like, oh my god. And then we, like, threw Jolly Ranchers at the board.
Oh, I forgot to tell you. During What Makes You Beautiful, I threw Jolly Ranchers at Harry, and I threw one, and it like went through his legs, like literally moved, and it just like flew right through his legs. I didn't see it, and then it hit him like on the side of the second one, and then Andy came over, and it was an apple one, and he saw it fall, and he picked it up, and he gave it back to me, and I'm just like, oh my god, Andy, he was so perfect.
No, I did my Jolly Ranchers during Zane because he was wearing the vest, like, the buff
You
vest.
didn't throw Jolly Rancher.
Yeah, I did.
came.
Oh, I didn't.
No. No, you didn't. Because you were like, oh yeah. And I threw it
Yeah. And then, like, I threw them at Zane. Me and her both threw them at Zane.
afterwards. This is during when I went back to my original seat.
And then we were throwing them at him.
And then I threw balloons
he, like,
up.
he looked down, and he's like, what? And then, like, I held
No,
on,
no,
and
no.
I looked up.
No. He like looks down. He's like, what? And then he looks back up at us, like he was
And then-
staring right at us. And then she shows him the Jolly Rancher, and he's like, nice, thank you. And then he gave us a thumbs up, and I was just like, oh my god. And then right after that, I'm like, Dane, because it was like quieter. And I was like, Dane, you're so sexy. And he was like, oh, sorry. And he was like, thanks, babe. Or I didn't say babe, but he was just like, thanks. And then I was just like,
And then Harry came down, like,
Right.
right before his solo. Well, not solo, but you know what I mean.
his part where he sings with one other person, you know?
Yeah.
But no, not whatever.
He came down, and then he's like, he's touching hands, and then
He stops and he looks at her like straight in the eye.
and then like this is before he goes back on stage. This is like right before, and then like our hands are like this, and like
It was
we're like
literally
holding
like-
on for like 10 seconds.
So like no, it was not 10 seconds.
Like-
It was like two or 3 seconds, which
Yeah.
is a lot if you think about it.
Yeah.
Instead of just like this where he just touches your hand.
it was
like
like
this.
we were
One,
like legit
two.
like holding on, and then he goes back up, and then like staring right at him.
He's staring right back at her,
And then we're staring at each other.
and
And he's
then
singing a solo too with my hands out and his hands out.
His
So we're like
hands
trying to
out.
reach out for each
they're
other.
trying to reach out for each other, and she flips. She sits.
Because like
she
she's like
fell
whispering
back.
to me.
She fell.
And
I'm
then-
like, Jenny, he's still staring at you.
And like I
And
was
then
like in my
she-
own little world because I like blocked at everyone, and then it kind of hit me then. Like it just hit me right
And it
there.
hurt really hard. And she fell
I
back
like fell down
into
and
her
I'm
seat,
like,
and she was like,
And then-
exactly like that.
and I like got back
And I was like,
she's
Johnny, it looks
he's still
really
looking
good.
at you. He's still
I was
looking
like,
at you.
Jenny, I pulled her to my head, and I was like, he's still looking at you. And she like calms herself down.
Like 2
And
seconds.
I looked back, and he was still staring at her, and this is his face.
And like people like looking away too. Like people like kind of like moved over.
And I was just like,
And then like I looked back
Yeah.
up and he like gave me the look.
he,
And then
he
he,
looked
like-
at her, and then he saw that she was looking back, and he looked away.
And like I smiled. And then like we like caught glimpses of each other. And then like towards the end we like threw her phone.
No.
She threw my phone.
No. Okay, so what happened was we were like, it was the end of the concert, and I was just
balloons.
like,
I forgot a balloon part.
oh yeah, I blew up light up balloons, and so I blew up the white one first,
And
and
that one hit a security
it
guard.
hit a security guard, and
But it got
fell.
to like the stage thingy
Obviously, I
before.
was like right there, and I missed, and so then I blew up another one. I blew up.
Orange one.
No, the orange one was the last one I blew. I blew up.
Yellow.
Yeah, yellow. And I was tying it, and they were looking at me while I was tying it, and I threw it, and I missed that one too. It didn't get up back all the way up on stage because we were right by the speaker too, so it was hard to get right in between.
Yeah.
And then I blew up the orange one, and Zane came, and I hit it, and it hit Zane, but he didn't look at me. But it hit Zane, and it fell on the floor, and it was just like, the balloon took Zane.
And then
And then we
The
threw
second best
no,
part.
we threw Jolly Ranchers at them. And then I took a handful of Jolly. No, we already said that.
yeah, we already did
Oh,
Jolly.
we hit him at the room thing.
And then the second best part, well,
And then we already decided that we were gonna throw our phones. And then
Yeah.
she goes.
she was gonna throw her phone, like it was decided
I already knew I was gonna throw my phone because she didn't want to throw hers because I was like, I could replace
Because
mine.
mine could break.
Right.
Because I have an iPhone.
Right.
And I'm like, fuck this. So,
No. And then she's like, throw my phone up, and it was dead. And I was just like, okay.
I don't
She's like,
care.
she was like, I'm gonna miss, and I was just like, okay, whatever. And I was like, because she was just making excuses. And so I was like, whatever, and I threw it as hard as I could, and it
And
like,
it got on stage.
it crashed on. It didn't like it like
Crashed on. It was like bottom down.
no.
No, it was like
It
this.
was like this. No. It went like this. It felt like that. So I threw it like that, and then I was just like, I looked at my phone and I was just like, exactly my words. And I threw
She
it.
threw it too.
I chucked it, and then Zane, it fell apart. The battery came out, and then the battery came out, and then this came out, like fell apart. And Zane picked the case up, and he gave it to Niall, and Niall went over, and then Liam picked up the battery and the phone,
and
they
they
were-
were back together.
and then Niall also picked up her iPhone, and Niall was like just like touching it and stuff, and then Liam was like trying to put it back
She's
together.
she's like,
Yeah, and then
go away. Go
no,
away.
we're almost done.
Go away. It's so cold.
Oh, that was so nice. So cold. And then he tried putting it back together, and he couldn't do it properly. And then he was all no. And then he was like, oh, and he was saying stuff. And so we were waiting in
And
that
then
video.
he did that with my phone too.
And so the video didn't save because
Her battery fell
my
apart.
battery fell apart. So
But
it's
she's
gonna.
gonna get her dad to somehow.
I'm gonna try to. I probably wish I can look into it, but whatever.
Finish it.
I'll figure it out. And then
We'll find someone who has a video. Oh, because I'm gonna try finding the person that's sitting next to me.
so
She has a video of it.
yeah, she had a really good camera, and she was like,
And then Debbie has a video of them talking on their phone.
but it's
On
like
her phone.
really blurry and it's really good quality. But I just think I want the quality when I film YouTube. So let me go inside soon. It's really hot. And then no, I'm done.
Get out! No! Get out!
Tree?
No! Get out! No!
Okay, shut up and don't say anything.
Don't
Okay.
even come out here! No!
No.
Stop! You're ruining our video!
Okay, just look at her hair now. Shri,
Don't be annoying.
don't talk to me. Okay, and then
They're like talking on it, and they're like, these like switch phones, and they're like, it was like legit rubbing their faces on the phone.
yeah. And then the concert ended, and they were like, "You need to leave. You need
And
to leave."
like, I kept on yelling,
I
because
kept
it got quiet, and I'm like, that's my phone!
we missed the part. We missed the part during I Want. Zayn and Harry came down. No, yeah. No, Zayn and Louis. Zayn and Louis came down. Zayn and Louis.
Because I got a haircut.
Yeah. So Zayn and Louis came down, and they were reaching hands. And that was the first time I touched Zayn. I didn't touch Louis at all, but at one point when I was alone without them, Louis did a high note, and I don't remember what song it was, but Louis did a high note, and I yelled, I was like, Louis, good job, and he looked at me, and he just like gave me a smirk. And he was just like, and he was just so perfect. And if you guys like, hold on, and then one more thing, and then this is like one of the best things ever. I was determined, like I knew that I needed to. She didn't even like. She knew like we could do this, but I was like, I need this to happen. The concert was ended. And they
No,
was,
no,
like,
we
cleaning
did
up.
it, like, okay, but during, like, when they had our phones, like, the room was, like, pretty quiet. It was, like, loud, but it wasn't, like, a lot of screaming and stuff.
They weren't singing.
Yeah.
There was no music.
And then, so, I kept like, that's my phone.
Oh
And
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
like,
They scared right
And
out.
then, like, I caught a glimpse of Harry, and Harry's, like, laughing at me. I'm like,
And then
and like, what's
Liam,
that hand?
Liam,
And he's,
Liam-
like, and I looked back at Niall and Liam.
Niall,
Like, I looked at like, when Niall had my phone, he started laughing, and then
Yeah.
Liam had, and he was like,
he was like,
he had, like, a,
no, he was like,
what?
and he was like, how do I do this? And he was like, "Ooh," and I was just like, yeah.
And then, like, I, like, looked at Harry again, and I smiled at him, and he smiled back at me, and then, like,
Zane was just like kind of staring at them the entire time, and Louis was like in his own.
I just had a lot of Harry moments. Like,
I need to figure out what about.
okay, so the concert ends and they like leave, and we like thought the boys would like come down and give us our phones, but they didn't. Like
They
turned them
didn't.
off.
Liam was being rude. Liam knew it was our phone, and Liam
He knew it. He like
he
so
knew
knew it.
he
He
saw
was
us, and
staring.
he